Hello, I'm Jennifer Gunderson, and this is my Research Prospectus presentation on nutrition education and the effect on fruit and vegetable consumption in children. According to the CDC, 1 in 5 American children are obese, and close to half of American children aged 5 are reported to not have consumed a vegetable in the past week. More work needs to be done to make vegetables familiar and comfortable food items for children. One way this is being done is by adding nutrition and gardening education into elementary schools. When children learn about vegetables and even find out how they grow and get to participate in growing them, these vegetables become more comfortable to children, and children are more likely to choose them as food items when these vegetables are presented to them at meal times. My research question is this: will elementary school children who have been provided nutritional education make healthier food choices at home than children who have not been provided education? During my research into this topic, I found multiple studies that showed association between nutrition and gardening education and children's familiarity with fruits and vegetables. When children become more familiar with foods like vegetables, they are more likely to try them at mealtime. There have been multiple studies that do show this correlation, though some studies show that children will self-report an increase in consumption when no such increase exists. But this is a major flaw in any meal recall or food frequency questionnaire. No literature found during my research looked at an association between nutrition education and fruit and vegetable consumption at home. All the research looked specifically at fruit and vegetable consumption at school meals. This study's methodology is as follows. It will be a simple pre- and post-test experiment study. Surveys will be utilized previous to the intervention and post-intervention. The surveys will consist of meal recalls, simply asking the children to list what they had for dinner the previous night. These surveys will take place 5 days in a row, Monday through Friday, during the first and third week of the study. The study will include an equal number of classrooms split into two groups. One group of classrooms to receive nutrition education, and one group to be the control group. A minimum of 100 participants are needed for statistical significance. Local elementary schools will be contacted. The study will focus on 4th and 5th grade classes, as the age group of these children will have a slightly more steady recall than younger children. Permission slips and study explanations will be sent home, and any class with 70% or greater consent will be included in the study. This is a primary experimental study that uses meal recall surveys and pre- and post-class survey setup. The meal recalls were evaluated by researchers and divided into food groups: carbohydrates, proteins, vegetables, and fruits. The pre-class survey data will be compared to the post-class survey data to see if there is a statistically significant difference in the fruit and vegetable categories. The mean dinner servings of fruitables will be compared pre- and post-test between intervention and control classes with the t-test on change scores. Some of the strengths of this study is that the simple pre- and post-intervention survey setup makes this implementation easier. Classroom nutrition education will be designed to be implemented by teachers or volunteers, therefore researchers aren't needed to be in classrooms. The curriculum used will be age appropriate for the children involved, and the study can be completed in 3 weeks. Some of the limitations are that children may have more of a flawed recall than adults would. The International Review Board scrutiny will be due to working with children. Data collection relies on the ability of meals to be broken down into the main macronutrients, food groups, which could be difficult with some cultural dishes. Some of the possibilities for future studies based off of this study would include looking at parental involvement in food recalls. A 6-month and 1-year follow-up could be included to see if nutrition education had long-term effects, and to expand the nutrition and gardening education curriculum to a year-long program as opposed to a week-long program.